It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. And Howell will throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second down, Howell back to pass.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st down, Howell.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And we'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
3rd and long, here's Howell.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Anthony. A quick throw, but incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's 3rd and 7.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Anthony. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll try the left side. Shields. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're way past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 2, Anthony.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
What are you doing?
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Pick it up, big play. Get a touchdown! You're so close! Here we go. Saints are about to score right now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
The Commanders defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Howell.
The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now we'll bring up 3rd down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Howell.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this 1st half.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Anthony.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st down, Shields. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Anthony.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Anthony. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the 1st half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
This 2nd and 4. Some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now try to pick it up on 3rd. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
From the gun.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Anthony. And that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now a handoff up the middle. Shields. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that's going to be incomplete.
complete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will tie things up at 6-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be out right at the 35.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Off-play action. It's Howell. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down before it gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Shields. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try.
And got his man complete. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A.T. Perry.
36 yards.
And the 49ers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Divisional and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continued built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Bass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On second down now, Shields. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
That strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Shields.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Big play here, big play. Let's make sense of it. Come on. That's right, it's about time, fellas.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A.T. Perry with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Steps away. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
They'll go play action. Powell.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Bass.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.